Hey everybody, I was asked to do a video on, it's another question and answer video. This is part two. It's over flight attendant benefits, as well as how we are paid and how often we are paid, stuff like that, and just our non-rep benefits, and just giving you gist of, because I wouldn't know how all companies work, but just my airline, so just to give you gist of, how our benefits work and then who they work for. Um, I am actually currently on a layover. I am in Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta, which is in Canada. So I'm literally out of the country, which is only a few hours from Phoenix, but it's just an overnight. So I just wanted to go ahead and get this video done because somebody asked, and hopefully, if you have any other questions, like I said, feel free to leave them in the comment section or feel free to email me at fashionableflygirlmo@gmail.com. I'll always respond. And then if you need any other videos, just let me know. Okay, first we will discuss benefits as in health insurance, stuff like that. We are offered health, dental, medical, dental, and vision, as well as we are able to put in a 401k. So we have retirement benefits as well as just accidental life and death and other benefits that we're able to place on our family members. It could be self, it can be, family, single. I'm a mother, so it's me and my son. It just depends on what you would want. These are all elected you don't have to have them. They do come out of our check bi-weekly. It's just depending on the health insurance company that your airline chooses, and then you'll know how much, if you're going to have an 80/20, a 90/10, or 100% coverage, depending on how much you want to pay or if that is offered. So that's with medical. We do have dental. It's offered through the same place our medical insurance is. And then we do have vision, which is through a separate company. All of my benefits, they pretty much, there's someone always accessible, whether I'm base in Phoenix or at home in Dallas. So I have two doctors. I have my one in Dallas, my primary, my secondaries in Phoenix, as well as the airline has clinics that you can go to if you're sick or if you need to go see someone, and it's not that expensive, or you can go to urgent care. It just all depends on your airline's health insurance, whether it be medical to vision. It just all depends. So you do not receive any type of benefits until you have completed your training course. So, sorry for all moving. I'm literally sitting in bed. So you are not, depending on your airline, you may not be offered health insurance until after you complete your training period. So pretty much like your probation period at a normal job, where you don't get benefits until after 90 days of completion of job, work. It just depends on your job. Also, we do have flight benefits. Flight benefits are available just depending on your airline. For my flight benefits are for me, my son, my significant other, and then my parents. And then I do have buddy passes, but I don't recommend buddy passes to anyone because buddy passes are not free. So, for every person out there asking about a buddy pass, no, it is not free. You do have to pay a price to ride standby on a buddy pass. What I recommend is just to buy a cheap positive space ticket, because on a buddy pass you could be bumped all day and end up having to wait to have your money refunded. There is also Zfare for airline employees and their dependents, where we can travel on other airlines for a discounted fee on standby. So sometimes I have to fly Southwest or Spirit or whoever else is going in and out of where I commute from, and where because now I am commuting from home. I want to be able to access my son a little bit better and access my family. So I can hop on those. And then sometimes you go some places, like I am planning a trip to Dubai, and my airline does not go to Dubai, so I have to Zed fare on other airlines to get to Dubai. Um, but like I said, those are depending on your airline. Like my airline covers my dependents, which are my son, my significant other, or my husband. I'm not married, um, and then my parents, and then I have so many buddy passes. So that's just pretty much it. You can start using non-rev depending on your airline the day after you are complete your training. So if you want your parents to come to your graduation, unless your airline offers buddy passes to your family members or positive space, then they would need to go ahead and purchase a ticket. My company did not offer it, so therefore it was not available for my family to be there. And then plus it was like, on a Wednesday, so there's no point of Wednesday or Thursday, so there's no point of my mom or dad trying to come to my graduation because they had to be at work. Also, pay. We have, just to sum it up, I'm a reserve flight attendant, so I'm guaranteed so many hours of flight time, regardless if I work it or not. That's my base salary. So my base salary is 75 hours. If I only work 25 hours for the entire month, I'm still paid for 75 hours. You have so many days that you are available for reserve. For every day that you're not available for reserve, it takes off of your salary. It's not an hourly thing. It's just your hourly pay plays into it. They let you know this is how much you're being paid an hour for every time you are in the aircraft and the door is closed. You're not making that money until you are on the aircraft. Then per diem, you are paid that money from the time you check in for your flight to the time you check out to go home. So per diem and hourly are totally different things. What is the base pay for flight attendants? I personally have seen flight attendants make $17 an hour to flight attendants that make, with that super senior flight attendants that have been with the company 10 plus years, 50 something dollars an hour. The base pay cannot be it's not across the board. So it depends on your airline. Regional airlines tend to make less than mainline airlines. And then also, if you work for a private company, then you may end up making more because you're not flying as much. So it just depends on your airline. So I can't say, oh, every flight attendant, the base pay is $22 an hour. That may not be true, because I have a friend who went to training and her base pay was only $17 an hour. She was a regional flight attendant. So she only stayed within the certain region. She didn't really travel out of the country, and it was literally a quadrant of the country. So that is totally dependent on your airline, and then if you're a regional or a mainline. And then if you're flying international, then you get a little bit more money because you are leaving the country. So your per diem goes up. And if you're a purser, which is the lead flight attendant, you get a little bit more money an hour. And then if you're a LODO, which is a language flight attendant, you get a little bit more money per hour if you are on a language needing flight. Just because you're a LODO and you're going from JFK to Miami does not mean you're going to get LODO pay. It's not an international flight that requires that language flight attendant. So that pretty much sums up the pay. We get paid twice a month. So our ours is the twice a month. Some are bi-weekly, some are every bi-weekly, and then some, it just depends on how your contract plays out. So there's not really much I can say on pay for flight attendants across the board, because it is something that is different per airline, as well as pay is different per airline. Like the cost of your benefits is going to be different per airline. Just be able to budget that in your pay, especially within your first year, because you're not making as much as someone who is super senior. Sorry about the sirens. Like I said, I'm on a layover and I just wanted to get this video up because I'm actually going on a small vacation next week. So trying to get you guys this video up. Also, something else that was asked was, do they do tuition reimbursement? Certain airlines do tuition reimbursement for classes that may go to the fields that they need within the airline. Some do it for any field available, and then some literally just do it for certain things. Like, I want to relearn Spanish, so I know if I pay for a Spanish learning course, my company will reimburse me because I'm becoming a LOTO. It's not complete reimbursement, it's just partial reimbursement. So just look into your airline's benefits. Not all airlines have that benefit. They don't feel like, oh, we don't need that. If you really wanted to do it, you pay for it yourself. Also, some airlines, if they're large enough, they'll have a credit union for themselves, as well as just other little perks and benefits of being a employee through that airline. My best bet is, if you are really looking into getting into an airline career, look up the airline, go to glassdoor.com and look at the actual employees' reviews on their benefits, pay, happiness with the company. Just research that stuff to the T to make sure this is the right airline for you. Some people prefer to be a regional because they don't want to do longer across the country flights. They just want to stay within a certain parameter. Some people prefer mainline. Some people start out regional and come to mainline. It just depends on what you desire. But my best recommendation is to get on Glassdoor or get on Google and research your airline. That is the best recommendation I can say for looking up your airline's benefits, pay, discounts they get to, perks and little stuff they offer just for you being a employee with the company. But that is pretty much all I have. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comment tab. Don't forget to follow on Instagram and Twitter. And stay fly. Love you guys. Bye. Gotta get some rest. Have a early report.